Hello and welcome to Rep Sports. It's the final T20I between India and Australia, fifth T20I of this series. We started with three ODIs and then five T20Is across the country, Australia down under. Now it's time for one last hurrah. India has already sealed the series. Will they go out on a high or not is something we'll have to wait and watch. But the question that we will be asking today is, will India go in with the same approach that we saw, or rather the same 11 that we saw last game, or will they go with a little bit of more experimentation? Joining me today is Shomik Chakrabarti and Bharat Ramraj. We have visuals from Brisbane that we will play on the screen right now. Rohit Juglan will also join us, and of course, Shubhayan. After he's having some technical problems, so after he sorted those out, he will also join us as well and tell us what's going on in Brisbane. So far, it looks lively and colorful. Clearly, the Bharat Army has come in to watch the game again. Quite a big Indian diaspora in Brisbane, so you expect this match to be, filled with Indian fans. But Shomik, starting with you, what do you think will be India's approach? Do you think a similar playing 11 as last time, or a change or two happening? Or what are you predicting for this match?
See, the fact of the matter is that the India's approach, as far as this game is concerned, should be not playing Jasprit Bumrah. The Test series against the world champions is starting in less than a week, and you don't risk your most prized assets for a sort of inconsequential T20I. Even if India lose this game, they will end up being 2-2. The series will end up being as 2-2. It's a draw. India are not going to lose the series. So for a one-off game, for a one-off inconsequential T20I game, you shouldn't risk your best player, because India will need Bumrah against South Africa. The first test is in Calcutta, and we'll see sort of lively, seamer-friendly pitches. So with Bumrah would be once again the India's best spirit. Whoever you play in place of Bumrah, you never know. Who knows if Bumrah picks up an eagle playing in this game? Who knows if a fierce drive crashes into his palm or the fingers? What will happen then? Don't risk him. Don't risk your most prized asset. I don't. As far as the rest of the composition, you can bring in Harshit Rana or whoever you like, but don't risk Bumrah. Otherwise, it's. I mean, you go ahead with the team that won back-to-back matches. But I am not absolutely not favor of playing Bumrah in this game.
Bharat, a very valid point brought up there by Shomik. Two very important matches coming up, test matches against South Africa. In this WTC cycle, or rather in every WTC cycle, every single win matters. So, do you also think that Jasprit Bumrah will be rested, or he will be played, to get some game time ahead of the test series? What are your thoughts?
See, to start with, it is only about 4 overs, bowling 4 overs. So I'm not very sure they will go and rest him because it's basically Jasprit Umrah has to bowl 1 over spells. Maybe he'll bowl 3 over spell and then 1 over spell. So on that basis, I am not too sure they will go and rest him. Uh, yes, they can do it because this is a series that is not really important, where they're just basically experimenting with different players. But as I noted, as it's just a T20 cricket where fast bowler has to go and bowl 4 overs, I think Jasprit Umrah will play this game.
Shubayan has also joined us from outside of the Gabba Stadium. Shubayan, tell us what the mood is like there. You sent us some visuals. It looks quite lively. And, a huge Indian diaspora in Brisbane. So you expect Indian fans to come out in large numbers. Tell us about the mood there. And I will ask you a couple of questions after that as well.
Yeah, thankfully I managed to join this live. My net has just blown up. But yeah, it's a sold out affair again. Third occasion in this T20I series where the match is sold out. We saw almost a sold out crowd in Gold Coast as well. But here, since it's a traditional cricket venue, a lot of Australians who are members at the Gaba, they have also turned up in great numbers. We saw the queue when they were standing. We saw the Indian diaspora creating some festive-like atmosphere outside the stadium. it's the first international match here at the Gama in this new cricket season. So expect a great crowd, some good cricket, and expect some assistance for the pacers from the pitch as well.
Absolutely. What do you think will be India's approach, Shubhayan? Two match series coming up against South Africa. This will be important two matches considering the WTC cycle. But your thoughts? Do you think Jasprit Bumrah will be rested, or rather, any bowlers that have been playing for a long time? Basically, it's about Jasprit Bumrah. Do you think ahead of those two matches he will be rested?
I don't think Jasprit Bumrah will be rested because he did not take part in the ODI series as well. Only these five T20Is where the first one was washed out. He did not get to bowl there. So there's no real reason to rest Jasprit Bumrah unless you want to, continue with the experimentation and put both Harshdeep and Harshit together in this playing 11. In fact, Harshit was bowling at the nets along with Morne Morkel. He's just bowling to the stumps along with Washington Sundar. So it's not like he's not working with the bowling coach. Now it remains to be seen whether he gets to play or not. I'm expecting, since India can't lose this series, I'm expecting them to make a few changes in the 11. I'm more intrigued to see what kind of batting lineup they play today. Will they rest someone from the top order? Tilak Verma has also not gotten any runs in this series. Since the Asia Cup, his bat has not scored runs a lot. So his bat has not scored a lot of runs. So you have the opportunity to play Jitesh and Samson together. Sanju Samson, there's a lot of talk around him why he's dropped after getting promoted suddenly in that number three role. So Rinku Singh has not gotten a match. He has not done anything wrong to be left out of the 11. So I mean, there are chances. There are chances India could make a few changes in the 11. Let's see what happens now.
Any that you're expecting or rather have predicted, because you've been looking at the practice sessions? I think was there a practice session yesterday? I'm not no, I don't think since the second T20I or something that
It was a
there.
travel day. It was a travel day. It was a travel day, so no
Trouble.
practice there. But yeah, we could see. I mean, this is the only opportunity for you to see Nitish Kumar Reddy also, whether he suits into that role of a backup all rounder with India hosting the World Cup. I am not expecting three of the bowling all rounders along with Hardik and Shivam Dubey and Nitish Kumar Reddy, all three to be part of the squad. But it is your time to check whether he can be up for that role where you have to bowl a couple of overs, bat also in the middle order, finish matches for India, whether he is up for that role or not. Spinner wise, there are only two spinners, three spinners now, Akshar, Varun, and Wasi. But since there's a great cover of grass also on the pitch, I won't be surprised if a bowler, if a spinner is also rested and they go with three proper pacers here. So experimentation wise, there are a lot of things you can do. You can even rest an Abhishek Sharma and say, we know what you can do. You are one of the first names on the team sheet. But let's see how Sanju Samson also goes about his business at the top of the order. So there are plenty of changes you can do in terms of experimenting, but the onus will be on Gambhir whether they want to do so many changes or they want to go for the kill and make it 3-1.
Gargi, I have a question for Shubhan. Yeah, Shubhan, I am
Yes,
not
yes, yes.
talking about uh, Shubhan. I'm not talking about Bumrah's workload management at all, because I mean workload management, as you said, he hasn't played the ODI series, fine, and 4 overs or whatever. It's not about the workload management, but why risk your most prized asset when you are going to play a test series against the world champions in less than a week? You never know if Bumrah picks up a niggle in this game. It is sort of an inconsequential game. Even if India lose this game, they are not losing the series. It would be a
Hmm.
draw. So if he picks up a niggle, or you never know if a Spears drive crashes into his palm or into his
Hmm.
fingers, then you will lose him for the test series. Calcutta test, the first test is in Calcutta, and we are going to have a simmer friendly pitch. Calcutta pitch is never going to be a rank turner, and very likely India will go with three fast bowlers in that pitch. So, isn't it fraught with risk, or rather, will not it be a pragmatic call to not play Bumrah in this game?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine even if they rest Jasprit Bumrah and say get ready for the Test series now, and that gives you the opportunity for someone like Harshit Rana to play another game, or maybe you can play a Nitish Kumar Reddy and say, but maybe you can see Nitish Kumar Reddy also come and bowl a few overs. That will be your opportunity to make Shivam Dubey, Nitish Kumar Reddy have an extended batting lineup. Ask your Shubman Gill to debunk the myth and go for attacking runs, because you will have Nitish Kumar Reddy bat at number 8 or number 9. So that will make it a very longer batting unit. That will allow you to have two medium pace all rounders in the 11, which makes you mix them. If you can make them bowl a couple of overs each here, or maybe more if they are bowling well, and plus you have three spinners who are good enough to pick up wickets and bowl at any phase of a T20I game. So I'm fine with it, even if Jasprit Bumrah doesn't play this game. But again, talking about Bumrah, he has bowled some really excellent deliveries, but he's not picking up wickets. That's my only complaint from Jasprit Bumrah. He's not picking up wickets up front. That's what I expect from Jasprit Bumrah to do. But he has been very very good in this series. So will they play him another game just to make sure that he is in the rhythm? You will have a 4-day break. Bumrah can have that leeway of resting and not practicing too much ahead of the Kolkata game. But again, that's the call that the team management will take, and we'll get to know that in 4 minutes time.
Absolutely. Shubhan, I'll come back to you. Rohit has also joined us. रोहित, यही बात चल रही है कि क्या एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन हो सकता है टीम में. आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ द ब्लू, और डू यू थिंक सेम 11 होगा? खत्म कीजिए सीरीज ऑन अ विन ऑन अ हाई एंड नाउ फोकस ऑन टेस्ट क्रिकेट.
यार्गी, जो अभी शामिक दा ने भी कहा कि क्या बुमराह को रेस्ट कराया जा सकता है. मुझे लगता है अगर बुमराह के लिए टेस्ट कंसर्न्स थे, मतलब टेस्ट कंसर्न्स नहीं कहूंगा मैं, बट अगर बुमराह को भी उस हिसाब से देखा जा रहा होता तो शायद कुलदीप के साथ साथ उनको भी भेज दिया जाता. कि हालांकि कुलदीप को आपने यहाँ पर रखा, ओडीआई सीरीज का भी वो स्क्वाड में हिस्सा थे, और आपने चाहा कि भाई उनको भी जो है वो गेम टाइम मिल सके ज्यादा से ज्यादा, क्योंकि वैसे भी आप देखते हो कि उनको बहुत ज्यादा मौके नहीं मिल पाए हैं हाल फिलहाल में. बट मुझे लगता है कि अगर इस समय पर किन्हीं दो खिलाड़ियों को आप अगर टेस्ट प्रिपरेशंस को लेकर आपके जहन में होता, तो मेरे हिसाब से दो प्लेयर्स को आप बड़ी आसानी से भेज सकते थे. एक कुलदीप यादव जा चुके हैं और दूसरे जसप्रीत बुमराह हो सकते थे. अगर वो वहां पर है तो मेरे हिसाब से आप उन्हें खिलाना चाहोगे. और यस, ये बात शामिक सर की बिल्कुल सही है कि हो सकता है कि कुछ निकल आ जाए, हो सकता है कि कुछ इंजरी हो जाए, और लास्ट मोमेंट पे आपको ये पता चले अरे यार ये गेम तो इनकॉन्सिक्वेंशियल था और उस साउथ अफ्रीका वाला गेम बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. बट ये टीम इस तरीके से सोच नहीं रही है. अगर आप पिछले 1-1.25 साल से इस टीम का सिलेक्शन देखो तो ये टीम इस तरीके से, हाँ, जसप्रीत बुमराह को लेकर के लास्ट मिनट कॉल्स आए हैं, ओवल वाला टेस्ट, एक लास्ट मिनट पे ही, लास्ट दिन भी हम लोग वहीं पर थे और लास्ट दिन भी वो प्रैक्टिस के लिए आए हुए थे. उन्होंने बहुत ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस नहीं की, बहुत ज्यादा बातचीत उन्होंने ज्यादा करी, वहां पर थे वो. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है जितना भी मैंने देखा इस टीम को, कि ये टीम के जहन में ये चीज बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है कि अनटिल एंड अनलेस प्लेयर खुद इस चीज को लेकर के बोले. जैसे मुंबई टेस्ट, शुभेंदा वहां पर भी थे, मुंबई टेस्ट में जसप्रीत बुमराह चले गए थे, उन्होंने 2 टेस्ट मैचेस खेले और 3rd टेस्ट मैच का वो हिस्सा नहीं थे. ओवल टेस्ट में भी यही हुआ. बट यहाँ पर मुझे लगता है आई थिंक एक अच्छे गैप के बाद वो आ रहे हैं. उनको इसीलिए आपने जो है वो अहमदाबाद टेस्ट में बहुत ज्यादा लोड पड़ा नहीं उनके ऊपर, इसलिए आपने उनको दिल्ली भी खिलाया और फिर आपको सीरीज पूरी तरीके से रेस्ट करने के लिए दी. अब यहाँ पर आकर भी बहुत ज्यादा आप ये नहीं कहोगे कि जसप्रीत बुमराह को लेकर के बहुत सारे सवाल हैं. यस, शुभेंदा ने जो कहा कि विकेट्स उनको मिलते रहे तो बेहतर रहता है उनके लिए, बट मेरे हिसाब से अगर आप बिना विकेट के भी जसप्रीत बुमराह को देखो तो आपको उनका इम्पैक्ट दिखाई दे रहा है इस पूरी की पूरी सीरीज में. तो वो चीज है. बाकी जो मैं एक चीज देखना चाहता हूं, मैं यही देखना चाहता हूं कि क्या संजू सैमसन पर आप फाइनलाइज कर चुके हो कि जितेश शर्मा ही अब यहां से आगे जाते हुए आपका एक फाइनल कॉल होने वाला है? क्योंकि ये जो कॉल है ना गार्गी, ये आपको ये बता रहा है फिर कि क्योंकि अब देखो 6 मैचेस रह गए इस सीरीज के बाद. जो हम इस सीरीज से पहले 11 मैचेस की बात कर रहे थे, अब आपके पास 6 मैचेस है. साउथ अफ्रीका वाले मैचेस है, न्यूजीलैंड वाले मैचेस है. न्यूजीलैंड वाला मैच जो सीरीज होगी और साउथ अफ्रीका जो सीरीज होगी, वो अब आपका फुल ड्रेस रिहर्सल होगा. अब आप ये नहीं कर, मतलब जो चीज, इसीलिए मैं पहले दिन से कह रहा हूं कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया में जो हम कर रहे हैं वो एक्सपेरिमेंट्स ही है. अगर हम राणा को अर्शदीप से पहले खिला रहे हैं, अगर हम वॉशिंगटन को जितेश और शिवम दुबे से ऊपर भेज रहे हैं, अगर हमने पिछले मैच में जो है वो शिवम दुबे को पहले ओवर दिया और वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को बाद में ओवर दिया, हालांकि दोनों ही चीजें हमारे लिए फ्रूटफुल रही, वो सारी चीजें इसलिए क्योंकि हम एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कर रहे हैं। बट अब आपको अपने घर पर खेलना है और घर पर ही आपको वर्ल्ड कप भी खेलना है। इंटरेस्टिंगली इन सारे वेन्यूज में से बहुत ज्यादा वो वेन्यूज नहीं है जिनमें वर्ल्ड कप के मैचेस होने हैं, बट आपको अपना इक्वेशन उस हिसाब से बनाना है आपकी, आप वर्ल्ड कप में किस तरीके से जाओगे। तो मैं ये देखना चाहता हूं कि संजू अगर आज भी वापस नहीं आते हैं स्क्वाड में और जितेश ही रहते हैं, तो फिर क्या जितेश ही स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं घर पर? और अगर जितेश ने स्टार्ट किया पहले T20 में जो साउथ अफ्रीका के अगेंस्ट है, देन आपको एक क्लियर कट पिक्चर मिल रही है कि संजू सैमसन ड्रॉप होते हुए नजर आ रहा है। और ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग इसलिए भी है गार्गी, क्योंकि आईपीएल के ट्रेड को लेकर के जो डिस्कशन चल रहे हैं, मुझे लगता है संजू अगर एशिया कप में एक 50 एक 70 इनिंग्स की खेल चुके होते, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में एक आध 50 मार चुके होते, जो इतनी डिस्कशन चल रही है ना उनकी ट्रेड को लेकर के, वो अब तक सॉर्ट आउट हो चुका होता। अभी सीएसके में जाएंगे, दिल्ली में जाएंगे, कोलकाता जाएंगे, कहां जाएंगे, ऑक्शन में जाएंगे, ये सारी चीजों पर आपको पूर्ण विराम लगता हुआ दिखता। तो मेरे लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट इस समय पर संजू सैमसन का इंक्लूजन ही है, वो इंक्लूड होते हैं या वो एक्सक्लूड होते हैं।
Bilkul. A lot of people are also talking about Rishabh Pant and asking for any updates. Yesterday in the morning session, or was it? I think in today's morning session,
Today.
he got hit twice on the arm, once on the groin region as well against Moreke's bowling, if I'm not wrong, in the second unofficial test between India A and South Africa A. If anyone has an update on that, I don't
Gargi,
think
Firstly, I
no,
think
Gargi.
India once again. Firstly, India, I think once again lost the toss. If you can check.
just a second, I will check.
That is a precautionary measure. Pant is fine. It's a precautionary measure. He retired.
Australia choose to field. Australia choose to field.
Once again.
Australia choose to field.
We'll talk about the experimentation later. First, we'll have to talk about how to make this Indian team win tosses, because what is happening?
You come up with a probability formula, Gargi. That's the only way.
85-25 is the formula here.
So that's the only way. Otherwise,
or with Amitabh Bachchan's Sholay coin.
Amitabh.
All right. Freaking Awesome is asking a question here. I'm afraid some experiments may continue even in the World Cup. Even at home, I'm not happy with four spinners combo. Using Hardik as second pacer is risky. You need Arshdeep to what?
Okay, we have the playing 11. Sanju Samson is not playing. Nitish Kumar Reddy is not playing. Harshit Rana is not playing. Tilak Verma is not playing. So in place of Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh comes in to the playing 11. Apart from that, it is the same lineup.
So Jasprit Bumrah is playing.
Playing, yes. Shubman, Abhishek, Surya, Rinku, Akshar, Shivam, Jitesh, Washi, Arshdeep, Varun, and Jasprit Bumrah.
All right. So, Shomek, what does that say? What does that tell you? Does this mean that Jitesh Sharma has more or less cemented his place in the playing 11?
Sort of. I mean, it's too early to say. I mean, the next two T20I series will give us a better picture. Both are at home. If you look at the venues for the World Cup, the five cities have been chosen. Only Chepak will offer a turning pitch, because Chepak, by nature, by tradition, it's a turning pitch. All the other four centers will offer, traditionally, they have offered batting beauties, be it Calcutta, be it Bombay, be it Ahmedabad, and be it Delhi. All the four centers will. So it would be a typical T20I type of thing as we expect on home soil in India. So from that point of view, we have to see. I did think it would be a little too premature based on this series, because this series, as Shubman is there, Rohit was there, and they have been maintaining that this series, the Indian team, have been using it for experiment. So we shouldn't come to a conclusion as regards Sanju Samson and Jitesh Sharma. But things suggest, and I won't even rule out, if Sanju Samson doesn't remain in the scheme of things for the World Cup, hypothetically, in that case, I won't even rule out Dhruv Jurel also coming to the party, getting into the fold for the next two T20I series that would be played at home. So from that point of view, as things stands, maybe Sanju has dropped a little in the pecking order, which is apparently on the face of it, but things can change. But then again, see, if you play Sanju Samson, you have to play him as an opener at the top of the order, and there is no vacancy. Simple. So, Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma are your designated openers. Are your They will, unless Shubman Gill is going on a serious rut, 4 or 5 low scores. I don't see Shubman Gill is getting dropped, and Shubman Gill is too good a batsman to go on that kind of a rut. So from that point of view, I would say Sanju probably has dropped a bit as far as the pecking order is concerned. We have to say, but at this moment, it's little too early to come to a conclusion whether Jitesh Sharma will supersede him for the World Cup.
Shubhayan, over to you before I let you go. A lot of people will obviously be talking about Shubman Gill, will be talking about Surya Kumar Yadav's inconsistency with the bat. Whether or not it is an inconsistency is something that is still debatable, because I think with the kind of approach that this management, or rather this batting lineup is taking, it's an ultra aggressive approach, and it's a hit or miss every single time. That's the downside that comes with that kind of approach. But your thoughts on Gill and Sky?
I think you used a great word there, hit or miss. That's the kind of approach this Indian team is going with, and that is why you have someone like a Shubman Gill to steer the batting unit. I expect a bit more consistency from Shubman Gill as to scoring 40s and 50s consistently. But pitches in Australia have not been that easy to bat on in this series. It's an early part of the season for them, lively pitches, etc., etc. So you have seen pacers getting assistance from here, and even in the last game, Shubman was heavily criticized for his strike rate. But none of the batters, even from both the sides, played 30 deliveries. So that says a lot about the role Shubman is playing. Shubman was playing in that game, so he got praise from Surya Kumar Yadav straight away in the post-match presentation. So this team management knows, the player knows what they are doing when they are turning up for their sides. The message is clear for them, and of course you have to play to the conditions. You have to play to the situation. That Samikda mentioned, Chennai pitch. If a Chennai pitch is turning viciously, then you won't see players scoring 250 or 270 there during the IPL. So it's all about judging the conditions there, reading them well, and I think Shubman read the conditions pretty well in the last game as well. But yeah, I mean, fans will have their opinions always. But I expect a bit more consistency from him. There have been opportunities in this series, be it ODIs or be it T20Is, where Shubman could have, anchored the innings. If I may use that term, anchored the innings in tough bowling conditions, be it the MCG, be it Hobart. Hobart was excellent batting conditions, but he did not really click on there. So he has gotten better batting conditions in this series, but yeah, I expect a bit more consistency from Shubman Gill. But come the home series, you will get more World Cup kind of a pitch, which you will expect in the T20 World Cup. So there you will see the real batting template, whether this team management wants Shubman to anchor the innings, or they want him to go all out from the word go. He's capable of doing that both. But just that the playing style of both Abhishek and Shubman is starkly so contrasting. One goes the aerial route, one plays. Even if he's finding boundaries, it will be within the gap. So playing style of those two players are extremely different. So that is why I think he's attracting a bit more criticism in this series. But yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. Surya, I think, has given those starts, but it's all about converting those 20s into 40s and then 60s and 80s. He's well capable of doing that as well. But about time Surya also gets some runs under his belt. It's been a while that he has not really kicked on with the bat.
Yes, Shubhayan, thank you for your insights. We'll let you go because you need to get inside, and the internet anyway is a bit choppy. So thank you so much for joining. We'll be back. We'll meet you at the end of the game. Bharat, over to you now. Same question, Surya Kumar Yadav. Do you think now it's getting a bit of a concern? Asia Cup, we saw one good knock from him against Pakistan in that first game that we saw. But your thoughts on Surya Kumar Yadav?
The one positive sign, I guess, is in better touch. Yes, it's not getting 50s and 60s, but it's definitely looking better touch compared to how he was sorry, how he was batting in the Asia Cup. In the Asia Cup, definitely Even in training sessions, it felt as if Surya Kumar Yadav was struggling for timing. When he was trying to land the sweep shots, he was not connecting it. When he was trying to play favorite shot, the pickup stroke, that is where he was getting that leading edge, usually an indicator that Surya Kumar Yadav is not in good form, because he usually plays that pickup shot really well. So compared to that, I think he's looking in better touch with 139 not out. There was a couple of days ago a score of 20. Just that is not converted it into a big score. So it is important for him to convert those starts into a score of substance. Then he can silence his critics. But as I noted, Surya Kumar Yadav definitely, I think, is feeling better with his batting rhythm, and that is why he's at least able to get those quick starts. He just has to convert one of those into big score.
Absolutely. Rick Joy is asking, Shubman's approach made this if we had only made sense if we had only 6-7 batters, but the current lineup has batters till number 9. uh, रोहित गिल की बात करनी है या कुछ और कुछ और टॉपिक हम उठाए?
नहीं, obviously, if they are asking a question, then
Yes.
why not to answer that? Basically, it's about the conditions, respecting the conditions. It's not about that you are going with 11 batters or 10 batters or 9 batters. Yes, I can totally understand if there is a target in front of you, like the opposition have already scored 225 and the wicket is difficult, and then Shubman Gill is playing with a strike rate of 118 or 130, then it will put a question in front of his innings. But if India is batting first, and that there is the wicket is not that easy to bat on, the wicket is a sticky or a too pacey wicket, so it's not very sensible to go all guns blazing, and I have to play a innings with a strike rate of 200 or 180 or 190. So it's not about India going with 8 batters, 9 batters. Yes, that's an insurance India is taking, that what if we are 30 for 3, we need a batting depth, and that's the style of Gautam Gambhir. Be it on the Kolkata Knight Riders side, when he was the coach, when he was the captain. Now from the time he started as an India coach, me and Shamikda was there in Sri Lanka, and we remember discussing this, that at some point of time he was promoting a, a Washington Sundar and Akshar Patel ahead of Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul. There were multiple times in that series, 3 matches in that series. India lost that series, but it's all about that he want that batting depth into this team. So I don't think that there is a problem with Shubman Gill playing in that style, when he knows that, and he's not there to uh, play as per our thinking or our thought process. He's there to play as per the conditions are, as per the team wants him to go. So I think, yes, he made his question makes sense to us, that yes, there are 8 to 9 batters, but the question is whether the pitch allows you to go with a strike rate of 200. Are you here to play with a strike rate of 200, or to win match for your country? The question is simple, and his innings made a difference when it comes to India winning that game. That's it.
Okay, final few minutes on the show. Shomik, what kind of total are you expecting? Someone in the comment was saying that Gabba is a sporting wicket. Are you expecting a 170, 180 kind of total?
See, at the end of the day, the Gabba wicket will have bounce, and it will come to the advantage of the batsman also. They can play on the up, the ball will come nicely onto the bat. So I expect a good score. I haven't seen the pitch, so I would refrain myself from predicting a total. But I expect a good score going ahead. And this is a pitch. This is a pitch. If you can negotiate early moments, I think this is a pitch that Abhishek Sharma and Shubman also would like to bat on. Let's see how it happens. This is a pitch that might help Surya also play his own natural style. I mean, Surya is playing his natural style. In the last 2 matches, he has scored at runs, although those are cameos, but he has scored runs at strike rate of 200. So from that point of view, I think the last at Gold Coast, the last game, batting was really difficult, seriously difficult. Batting was seriously difficult, and from that perspective, Shubman's innings was turned out to be a match-winning one. I expect better batting conditions here. And with that, Gargi, I will take your leave because I am in the middle of covering this Bombay versus Himachal Pradesh Ranji Trophy game.
No worries, Shomik. Thank you for joining us. Bharat, Rohit, your final predictions, and we can close the show. Bharat, starting with you.
Yeah, the Gabba venue recently you have seen a little more help for the fast bowlers. I think it is basically due to Sandrusky taking. I guess he's the curator now. Sandrusky, he has taken over. You generally see a little more help for the faster bowlers. So expect some help for the new ball bowlers there at the Gabba. So it needn't be one of those high-scoring games that we used to see in the past in Australian T20 cricket of 200, 210 or whatever. So maybe another of those 170, 180, a score of 170 or 180, maybe especially 180 could get you a win. And from India's point of view, hopefully Bumrah will get a couple of wickets because I feel, this is just my humble opinion, that I think he's lost a hint of nip when it comes to his fast bowling in the last 4 or 5 months. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of that nip back ahead of the game against test matches against South Africa. And then from Shubman Gill's point of view, hopefully he can go out there and silence his critics, strike the right balance in terms of scoring runs in the power play at a faster rate, and then maybe consolidating in the middle overs.
Rohit, your thoughts?
I think for me, the major point is, as I already mentioned, it's about the new players. New players means the players you are testing at this point of time. I want to see if Rinku Singh gets an opportunity, a little early. Maybe not allowing him, to just bat down at number 6, or maybe get him at number 4. Give him that kind of time. If you are getting him a game, if you are giving him a game, then get him some game time also. Try to accommodate him at number 4 and see that what he can do, because this is my point of view, that Rinku Singh, we very much typecast Rinku Singh. He is not that slogger kind of a player, or a player who can come in and hit few sixes and that's it. He's not only that kind of player. Yes, he can do that. Yes, that Yash Dayal thing against Gujarat Titans made him, his image, it completely changed his image. But if you look at his first class average, it gives you a idea. Since last 4 to 5 years after Sarfaraz Khan, he is your most consistent batter. Rinku Singh, as far as the averages are concerned in Ranji cricket. So why I'm telling you this, because I know this, that he can plan a innings also. He can build a innings also. So if I'm not saying that India will be hopefully 20 for 2 and then Rinku comes. But if there is a situation like that, I want India to promote Rinku Singh and let them build the innings, and then conclude it with what all we know, that he hit those sixes and hit those boundaries. Yes, in last few years the oppositions have also worked against his game. They've tried to pitch shot towards his body, but I think this is the final call where they can say that, look, he has done some work. In KKR also, we know that in IPL last year he wasn't getting much batting time. So it's all about giving time to Rinku Singh for me. And yes, I want to see the bowlers also, the all-rounders also, a Shivam Dube picking up wickets, because as Shubhanda earlier in the show said that they won't take all 3 all-rounders in the T20 World Cup. It will be maybe about Hardik Pandya and Shivam Dube only. So if those two are going, then we have to be very sure about, yes, Shivam Dube can give you some overs in difficult times, and Hardik Pandya, we all know that what he can contribute with. So Gargi, I am thinking, towards this Rinku Singh, Shivam Dube, Washington Sundar making more and more, impressions as a bowler also, because in last few seasons we have seen him in IPL also doesn't get much of a game time, in GT also, before that in SRH also. So I want to see that.
Definitely. Bharat, do you want to add something?
Just small point I want to add. Just wanted to add something about Jitesh Sharma because this could be a good challenge for him, because there's usually a suspicion against Jitesh Sharma that he doesn't play the hard length well. As I noted in one of the live shows, that somewhere about a couple of seasons ago, his strike rate against hard length was as low as 53 in the IPL. Yes, it has improved to run a ball in 2025 IPL, but there's still a thinking school of thought that he struggles a bit against hard length on a track like at the Gabba. This is a good time for him to show that he can play the pull strokes and play the heavy ball hard length quite well.
On that note, thank you so much everyone for joining. We'll be back at the end of the game. Time to turn on our TVs and watch the game and see what happens tonight. Shubman will also join us at the end of the game and tell us what the mood is like outside of Brisbane. India has already sealed the series, so not much pressure riding there. But of course, you want to see how the young ones who have been brought into the team are performing. So thank you, Bharat. Thank you, Rohit, Shomik, and Shubman. We'll be back.